The new Rec Room original basically confirmed you can add legs to your avatar and a whole bunch of other stuff. Hello everybody, I'm BillehBawb from BVR and welcome back to Rec Room whateverly. You might notice some things have changed around here. This isn't actually anything new. These bookshelves have been in the office since it was built. They've just always been off screen, so I decided to rearrange things a little bit. So first, let's get into some of the coolest updates since the last Rec Room Weekly. There's two main things that have been added, the first of which is seats. Seats are basically the very first prop relating to vehicles that is released, so we now are starting to see the parts of vehicles roll out. Maybe next we'll get a wheel, windshield, maybe even a door, who knows. Seats do exactly what you'd expect. You can click on them and then you're locked into them and you can't move around. Also, while you're in a seat, if the seat moves its rotation, your entire body moves its rotation on all three axes that the seat moves on. This is going to be massive not only for the vehicles that are coming out soon, but for roller coasters and everything else that needs a seat as well. If you want to learn more about seats, I actually already made an entire tutorial on how you can use seats to make a vehicle right now in Rec Room. So click the eye in the top corner of the screen right now if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, seats are going to be a game changer, and it's good to see some vehicle stuff starting to come into the game. The second thing I want to talk about is going to be really useful for content creators. It is streamer cam points. A streamer cam point is just a thing that you can place down on PC VR or on PC screen mode, and then in your watch you can choose to have your streamer cam look out of that point. And the best thing is that this streamer cam point can be controlled by gizmos. So finally, we can have a streamer camera controlled by the animation gizmo and pistons and rotators. This is something that pretty much every content creator has wanted for so long now, and it's so nice to finally have this. For large panning shots across massive rooms, no longer will we have to worry about your hand shaking halfway through and redoing it. Just use the animation gizmo to set up a path and you're all good to go. And yes, you might have caught this when I said it before, the streamer cam is also now on PC screen mode. If you have a second monitor, you can use the streamer cam without even needing VR at all. So those were the two big things that were added since last Rec Room Weekly. Obviously, there was a bunch of smaller stuff and a bunch of bug fixes and stuff, but to me, streamer cam points and seats are pretty massive features that are going to change their respective aspects of the game, and I'm very excited to see what the community can do with both of them. Alright, next up, let's talk about some events. Again, there have been a bunch of events that have happened since last Rec Room Weekly, but honestly, most of the events aren't too exciting, so I'm just going to be talking about the two most exciting ones. Firstly is an event that ended quite a while ago. It was the Hidden Worlds Room Contest. For this contest, the roomies actually happened quite a while ago. At this point, the dust has settled and I'm probably way late to this, but here is the top 3 rooms in each category, as well as the special awards winners. Big congratulations to anyone that's on this list. It takes a lot of effort to get a top 3 contest map, and if you're here, you're probably cool. I mean, I don't know you personally, so I can't say that, but you're probably cool. And next, we're going to talk about one that is currently ongoing and that I think is pretty easy for you guys to all participate in. It is a meme contest. Yes, you can submit your own self-created Rec Room memes for a chance to win a golden camera skin. I don't have the golden camera skin, but if I did, just pretend it's gold. Never did I think they'd be giving away something like a golden skin for a meme contest, but sure. This contest goes until around the end of the month, and there's 3 different categories: photo, GIF, and short video. So you've all got some time to enter. There's a meme contest channel in the Rec Room Discord server where you have to put your submissions. Let's just say it's pretty interesting to have a scroll through that channel and see what people submitted. There will be a link with more information about this contest in the description, and good luck to anyone who's participating. Alright, let's get into this week's weekly rotation of items. The weekly skin for this week is the Caution Grenade Launcher skin, and here's some of the challenges that you can do to get this skin. There's only one Rec Center item this week. It is the Toucan shirt. This goes along with all of the other animal shirts they've released, like the axolotl, and I think was there a panda? I don't know. And why not? Because I haven't showed it yet. The Rec Room Plus item for this week is the winged headphones. The Invention Tower theme for this week is summer, so if you want some summer-themed inventions, make sure to go to the Invention Tower room and check it out. Alright, now that we got all that boring stuff out of the way, let's talk about the future of Rec Room and some big stuff that's come out recently in AMAs and interviews and stuff like that. So firstly, I want to talk about legs. Now don't worry, okay, there was a lot of discourse a while back about how many people would be mad if Rec Room added legs or whatever. They are not adding legs to the avatar. Rec Room has made it very clear at this point, multiple employees have said this, that they do not plan on changing the basic avatar shape anytime soon. However, as custom rooms evolve, they want to give creators the tools that they need to make full body costumes. Yes, that includes legs, elbows, necks, I assume. Pretty much any bone that you can find in a normal VR chat avatar, I'd assume, they're going to have in these full body costumes from what I've heard. But again, these are just going to be for creators to use in custom rooms if they're trying to create a different kind of experience. They've stated this both in the last creative Q&A and also on an interview they did on the VR chat show.
We're going to be releasing a new kind of costume dummy In addition to the existing one, we're going to have a full body costume dummy, which, drum roll, will give you arms, legs, feet, torsos, necks, whole body while you're wearing it. We've never wanted to really, change the appearance of our avatars. We love the way our characters look in the game, but we want to have the ability for you to sometimes dress up with, a slightly detailed character. We're doing a bunch of work to kind of create some animations that'll play along with it. So as you walk around, the characters will take a step and they'll walk, and when you jump, they'll jump. When you wave, they'll wave, and it's going to work in VR, it's going to work on screens, it's going to work on all of our different supported devices.
So how do you feel about that? I think it's a really good compromise. I think that custom rooms shouldn't really be forced to stick to the standard avatar. There's a lot of games that you control monsters in or something, and I think it'd be really cool to have a full body costume for some of those. In that same VR chat show interview that a bunch of Rec Room developers went on, they also confirmed a few other things. Well, nothing really confirmed, but I'll show you this clip real quick.
Is there anything you can definitely kind of tease as what is coming up?
People are always asking us, are we ever going to make other RROs?
Yeah. Well, I talked about, some early work we were doing on vehicles a year ago. And
yeah, someone did talk a big game about vehicles, didn't they?
Yeah, somebody. I'm not going to name any names. You may or may not have been working on that since then.
So yeah. If we're teasing things, we might say the word vehicles and just let that linger in the air.
In case you missed it, Gribbly was basically like, the next Rec Room original, and then they instantly were like, vehicles? Yeah, vehicles. We're talking about vehicles. That's coming. I don't know. To me, the way that they phrased this basically confirms to me that go-karts or some kind of vehicle game is going to be the next Rec Room original. They very clearly purposefully talked about vehicles and the Rec Room original right next to each other, basically in the same exact sentence. I don't know. I'm just saying they would not be putting over a year's work into vehicles for them not to be used in a Rec Room original. I'm just saying. In this same interview, they also talked about updates to hair. They didn't say much. Here's the clip where they talked about it.
We've teased this for a long time, but I think if you look back in some of our blog posts, there was one blog post that we talked about, it may have been body shapes or head shapes, but we talked about some hair, and it was meshed with some other features. But we kind of put that on ice for a long time, but there is some active momentum happening on that front. So stay tuned for some fun updates with hair.
Yeah, so not much. They basically just said that there was going to be an update to hair. I think it might have been the AMA. I don't know. I think someone asked a question about whether hair was going to kind of bob as you moved and have dynamic bones. And wherever this was asked, they basically said yes. This update to hair, I'm pretty sure, is going to kind of make bangs bounce around as you walk and stuff, like hair in VR chat usually works. However, I am kind of interested on how they're going to do this, because the Unity plugin that VR chat uses for stuff like this is called dynamic bones, and I'm pretty sure that isn't supported on Quest, and obviously they're not going to launch something like that without it being supported on the lower end platforms. So I don't know exactly if they're just going to be using dynamic bones, or if they've kind of made their own solution that does the same thing, or if it's just something else entirely. Basically, what's for sure is that hair is getting a kind of update to make it look better and feel more like actual hair. And the last thing they talked about for the future of Rec Room in this interview was better support for seated mode in the future.
Better support for seated players. What do you think, Josh?
I think that's a really well-timed question, and you should keep your eyes peeled on updates in the next couple of months.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something I think would be really cool to support, and Josh is being coy, but yes, we should have support for that at some point.
Yeah. No, seriously, we are going to ship a seated mode feature in the next couple of months. Hopefully a little bit sooner than that.
Yeah, that clip is pretty self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure that they're going to have it so that if you're sitting, there's going to be a button in your watch to move you up to normal person height. I think that VR chat and some other games have something like this, so that'll be a nice quality of life change. And that is all of the major things that I've collected from all of the sources, including creative Q&As, just talking to people, the normal AMAs, and interviews outside of those on channels like the VR chat channel. After digging through all of that, those are the 4 main new updates that are going to be coming in the future of Rec Room that I could find. Obviously, there's some pretty exciting stuff in there, and I can't wait for some of it to be added. And that's it for this week. Of multiple weeks of Rec Room news. It's pretty embarrassing that I made a video I'm gonna be more consistent with Rec Room Weekly, and then I was more consistent for a solid 2 weeks, and then I took another month-long break from making it. I don't know, I just feel as Rec Room is updating now and as events are coming out, the series isn't really something that's sustainable for every single week. This video, I talked about everything from basically the past month, and it was kind of interesting, right? I said a lot of cool stuff. So maybe it'd be better if I spread them out more, but I don't really want to change the series title to Rec Room Monthly. That's just weird. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just am going to post videos when I post them. So if you've commented, where did Rec Room Weekly go? That's where. I'm still working on stuff. I swear it'll come out eventually. So You can stop asking. Thank you all so much for waiting and for watching. In case you missed it, I made Rec Room Dumpster Diving Part 2 about a week and a half ago, so go check that out on my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. You know, if you enjoyed it, there's a subscribe button right there, but, you know, no pressure. Also, I think there's a video you'll enjoy right here, so click on that if you'd like to, and that's about it. See you next time.